Kutrigurs were nomadic equestrians who flourished in the Pontic-Caspian steppe in the 6th century AD. Etymology: the name Kutrigur, also recorded as Kwrtrgr, Kappa Omicron Upsilon Tau Rho Iota Gamma Omicron Upsilon Rho Omicron Iota Kappa Omicron Upsilon Tau Omicron Upsilon Rho Gamma Omicron Upsilon Rho Omicron Iota Kappa Omicron Tau Rho Iota Gamma Omicron Upsilon Rho Omicron Iota Kappa Omicron Tau Rho Iota Gamma Omicron Rho Omicron Iota Kappa Omicron Upsilon Tau Rho Iota Gamma Omicron Rho Omicron Iota Kappa Omicron Tau Rho Alpha Gamma Eta Rho Omicron Iota Kappa Omicron Upsilon Tau Rho Alpha Gamma Omicron Upsilon Rho Omicron Iota Kappa Omicron Tau Rho Iota Alpha Gamma Eta Rho Omicron Iota is generally considered as a metathesized form of Turkish asterisk Tokoga, thus the asterisk Kuturoga mean 9oga. David Marshall Lang derived it from Turkish Kotruga. There has been little scholarly support for theories linking the names of Kutrigurs and Utigurs to peoples such as the Guti, Kuti and or Udi, Uti, of ancient Southwest Asia and the Caucasus respectively, which has been posited by Osman Karate, or Ducky Bulgars by Joseph Mark Wart. History. Procopius recounts that, in the old days many Huns, called then Cimmerians, inhabited the lands mentioned already. They all had a single king. Once one of the kings had two sons, one called Udigur and another called Kutrigur. After the father's death they shared the power and gave the names to the subjected peoples, so that even nowadays some of them are called Udigurs and the others Kutrigurs. They occupy the Tanaitic-Meotic steppe zone, the Kutrigurs in the western part and the Utigurs towards the east. This story was also confirmed by the words of the Utigur ruler Sandilch: "It is neither fair nor decent to exterminate our tribesmen, who not only speak a language identical to ours, who are our neighbors and have the same dressing and manners of life, but who are also our relatives, even though subjected to other lords." The Syriac translation of the Pseudo-Zacharias Retter's Ecclesiastical History in Western Eurasia records 13 tribes: the WNGWR, WGR, SBR, BWRGR, KWRTRGR, BR, KSR, SRWR, GWR, DYRMR, BGR, SYQ, KWLS, BDL, and FDLYT. They are described in typical phrases reserved for nomads in the ethnographic literature of the period, as people who live in tents, earn their living on the meat of livestock and fish, of wild animals and by the weapons. Agathias wrote, ... All of them are called in general Scythians and Huns in particular according to the nation. Thus, some are Kutrigurs or Utigurs and yet others are Ultazurs and Burugans. The Ultazurs and Burugans were known up to the time of the Emperor Leo and the Romans of that time and appear to have been strong. We, however, in this day, neither know them, nor, I think, will we. Perhaps they have perished, or perhaps they have moved off to very far place. In 551, a Kutrigur army of 12,000 strong men led by many commanders, including Chini Alan, came from the western side of the Meotic Lake to assist the Gepids at the war with Lombards. Later along the Gepids they plundered the Byzantine lands. However, Emperor Justinian I, through diplomatic persuasion and bribery, dragged the Kutrigurs and Utigurs into mutual warfare. Utigurs led by Sandilch attacked the Kutrigurs, who suffered great losses. Kutrigurs made a peace treaty with the empire, and 2,000 Kutrigurs on gallop with wives and children led by Sinian entered imperial service and were settled in Thrace. The fine treatment of the Kutrigurs was not friendly accepted by Sandilch. In the winter of 558, a large Kutrigur army led by Zabagan crossed frost-frozen Danube, divided into 3 sections. One raided south far as Thermopylae, while 2 others, the Thracian Chersonesus and the periphery of Constantinople. On March 559, Zabagan attacked Constantinople, and one part of his forces consisted of 7,000 horsemen. The transit of such big distances in short period of time shows they were mounted warriors, and compared to the Chinialan army, the Zabagan raiders were already encamped near the banks of the Danube, a threat to the Byzantine Empire's stability. According to Procopius, Agathias and Menander, the Kutrigurs and Utigurs decimated one another. Some Kutrigur remnants were swept away by the Avars to Pannonia, while later the Kappa Omicron Tau Zeta Alpha Gamma Eta Rho Omicron Iota, Tau Alpha Rho Nu Iota Alpha Chi and Zeta Alpha Beta Epsilon Nu Delta Rho fled to the Avars from the Turks. The Utigurs remained in the Pontic steppe and fell under the rule of the Turks.